going to the camp of the Progressive People's Party, that's the PPP. And the PPP says that it is heading to court, or has already headed to court today to cite the Electoral Commission for contempt after the EC accepted its filing fee that it submitted on Friday. The PPP has filed a suit at the High Court seeking an injunction to prevent the EC from receiving the reviewed filing fees for presidential and parliamentary candidates. It is actually about 50,000 cedis for presidential candidates and 10,000 cedis for parliamentary aspirants.
The PPP filed a suit at the High Court on September 19, seeking an interlocutory injunction to prevent the Electoral Commission from receiving the nominations. On Thursday, the Electoral Commission said it could not accept filing fees from the presidential and parliamentary aspirants because of the injunction. However, the EC collected that of the PPP when the party's chairman, Brew Hammond, presented it together with the party's nomination forms. Speaking on TV3's Eye on the Seat program, John Indabugri said acting contrary to the petition does not only weaken their case, but the PPP could also be cited for contempt.
There is an injunction against the Electoral Commission receiving these monies until 11th October when the matter has been heard and determined. So for you, before 11th October, to go and tender, you were actually in contempt of court.
Former Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Ni Ayikwe Otu, expressed similar sentiments.
It amounts to some kind of acquiescence. I mean, you have said you cannot pay, if you like, or you think it is too high. It is capricious, it is arbitrary, so on and on. So you've gone to court, and all of a sudden you find a means and you say, I'm going to pay. There are those who went to court, and there are the same people who say, now we want to pay. So yes. What is the effect of that?
Policy advisor of the PPP, Kofi Asamoah, however, defended the action of the PPP.
The application does not vitiate the requirement in CR 94. The injunction was not.
All right, so we want to dive into that particular story a bit further. We've been joined in studio by the National Chair of the Progressive People's Party, Nialote Brew Hammond. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good afternoon to you and to your viewers.
Okay.
Hopefully we can leave the studios here having clarified our actions.
Absolutely. Already there is confusion about why the PPP decided to take the issue to court over the filing fees. The court slaps an injunction on the EC. Then, a day after that, the PPP now sends the fee or the banker's draft of the filing fee, which you asked the court to put an injunction on. Why would you in the first place take such a step?
Well, I believe if you read the injunction, it states and stipulates that the fee must not be collected. The fee must not be collected. That is the injunction. And that onus lies on the EC not to collect. Our injunction did not preclude us from offering the fee. It rather put a restraining order on the EC not to collect. And I believe that
that is plain
definition
English
is here for everybody to understand is they are not to collect.
The EC is not to collect. But they did also state that the EC should not be offered.
No, it didn't.
So then if you offer, they claim. No, if you offer and they claim, have they contravened what the injunction says?
Because they would have collected. Unless collection means something else that I don't understand. But if you collect, that is where you are infringing upon the injunction.
Right.
But when offered, you have to reject it. Just as the other political parties offered,
the PPP
and they got rejected.
Very much aware of what the injunction clearly stated, like you're saying, is not to collect. Why would you then take it there? Was it to trap them? Was it a setup?
Well, I believe even if we were to accept a setup, is there a law against a setup?
You mean it is okay to deliberately trap someone? Because then it's sounding like it's a deliberate act on the part of the PPP.
It would have been deliberate if we had walked away without even asking the commission to retain the fee. It would have been a trap if we had left without requesting for the fee. But we asked for the fee, and you all heard what her response was, that she wasn't going to return the fee. So how could that then be translated to be a trap?
But if you take an issue to court, and you know why you took it to court, maybe you'd have to help us out why you took it to court first.
We took it to court to get a statutory instrument laid. The September 19 suit only questioned the whereabouts of a statutory instrument that Article 296 required that discretionary power to be exercised.
Okay.
Since 92, we have not cited any statutory instrument guarding the fees set by the Electoral Commission, as demanded by the article that we just referred to, Article 296. So that is what we went to the High Court for, and not for the fee itself. I don't know why all of you have tied the fee to our suit. We've never questioned the fee. We have said it is arbitrary, it is capricious, but it must be accompanied with a statutory instrument. And that instrument, once laid, will have to accept the fee if the statutory statement instrument is approved.
So then it wouldn't also have been out of place if you probably just asked the EC to give reason behind why they are claiming that amount,
which was what we did with the suit on the 19th of September.
So it wasn't that you couldn't pay.
No, we've said nothing about the ability to pay or not pay. We said it is capricious. It has gone up 1,000%. It is capricious, but they have a discretionary power to set such an arbitrary figure, but it must be accompanied with a statutory instrument. That legal backing is nowhere to be found. And that is what we are asking the court to make available.
But there are those who are also raising questions about why your lawyers didn't advise that, although this issue is in court, we are seeking clarity, why don't we hold on to this, the filing fee, and just send the nomination form? Because
CI 94 requires that you have a package.
Okay.
And in compliance with the CI 94, all of it was supposed to go together. Now, when we got there, the EC, the commissioner decided to receive all of it at one time and have her go through one item by item. She found the inclusion of our police report as not needed and gave it back to us. She could easily have then said, this fee, I'm not supposed to accept the fee, take your fee back. But she didn't. I had to remind her after that she still has the fee, and for her to return, and she refused in the glare view of all present.
And you were shocked?
I was surprised, because that was in a sense contempting the suit, the injunction we had filed.
That brings me to my next and final question, which is that today you have also gone to court over the same issue, over the EC's decision to collect the filing fees. What are you seeking the court to do this time around?
We have not gone yet. It hasn't been sent yet. We are in the process of submitting a contempt charge on the EC for accepting. Again, our injunction said they should not accept, and they have accepted. So we have gone to court for contempt, simply in the terms that they accepted when they ought not to have accepted.
Okay. All right. Clearly, this is still an unfolding issue, and we would keep an eye on it for you. So when are you likely to send it to court?
Well, we are hoping that the lawyers will get all their act together, and by tomorrow we'll be able to present it to the High Court.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Nia Alote-Bruhamon is national chairman of the Progressive People's Party, the PPP, and they are dragging the EC to court a second time. We'll see how that unfolds. Hopefully by close of day tomorrow, the information will be out. Trust TV3, your election command center, to keep you posted. This is still Midday Live on TV3.